So, you know, it's one of those experiences that you treasure, and you also want a number 15 seed to beat a number 2 so that they can talk to that guy and not you all the time.
How often does it get brought up?
This time of the year, constant. I mean, if it's not the 15 seed coaches calling, it's the media from the 15 seeds calling and asking this, that, and the other. The thing about like Norfolk State, Hampton University was right across the tunnel from them, so their reporters have been all over it, and we'll have to get on that tonight.
What about the dance? How long lead or whatever? I don't even know what you call it. How often do you get recognized?
The funny thing about that is my children don't remember anything, so they get a kick out of it. Andrew wasn't born yet, and Warren was 2 years old at the time, so they get a kick out of watching that, and they can't believe that their dad lost his control and stuff like that. But you know, it's just one of those things. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't remember any of it. I remember the shot missing, the horn going off, and I remember the player picking me up, just saying, "I got you, coach. I got you, coach. I got you, coach." I have no idea what else went on.
So when the 15-seeded coach calls you and say, "How did you do it?" What do you tell him? What advice do you give a 15-seed knockout from the line?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is you have to believe. You just can't be satisfied being where you're at. And all 68 teams are there for a reason. You know, whether it be Western Kentucky that played exceptionally well late, or Norfolk State who's a 15 seed, they're there because they're good. And the most important thing is to have a complete understanding that you can win. And you know, as we went into that game, our guys believed that. We were experienced, but at the same time, they truly believed they were going to win, and we got beaten in the second round by Georgetown, and they thought they were supposed to beat them too. That is the most important thing, is having that complete understanding.
When you're that heavy underdog, and I've seen it both ways, where you get late in the game and the underdog gets real tight, you know, and almost plays not to win it. I've also seen it the other way, where they start to believe that they can.
The other thing that happens is the crowd jumps on it, and you know, I'm sure that happens. You know, there's been a lot of close 15 seeds. There hasn't. I think there was one 16 seed that came really close.
Albany.
Yeah, it's very obvious that the crowd goes for the underdog, and that certainly plays into it. And I think that the higher seed, the pressure's on them. They're not supposed to lose to a 15 seed. And you know, in our case, Iowa State was not playing particularly well at that time of the year. They got beat by Baylor in the quarterfinals, and you know, it was a good matchup for us right from the start.
What have you told these guys about playing in the NCAA tournament?
Treasure it for sure. You just don't ever know if you're going to have that opportunity again to do it. Take the time to enjoy it, but also prepare like you're supposed to prepare. Prepare like you're going to win, and you know, prepare your teammates the same way.
What did you think of Tinsley going into that tournament? Did you think you could guard him or not?
You know, the crazy thing about it, with 7.5 minutes to go in the game, we went into a triangle and 2, and he wasn't one of the 2 guys we guarded. It was Foreman and Jake Sullivan.
Yeah.
We left him alone because he wasn't a shooter at that time. Thankfully, he couldn't make layups either.
Anything else?
Good.
Hey,